Yeah, and there was that was an interesting game, I think, overall for Bills fans. Just I know, yeah, you got the win, but there was certainly some concern, I think, from Josh Allen's play wasn't spectacular, but not even just that. I think we'll get to Josh in a minute. Was the fact that it was very clear that the Bears were one of the worst rush defenses. They were 31st, I think, coming into the game, and
Yeah.
they only handed the ball off, I think, 7, 8 times in the first half, and they were killing him. They were gashing him, and the OC just could not get away from passing. Like, is that something that's going to hurt you guys in the playoffs when you're like out thinking the game?
You know, a lot of kind of what I'm thinking about the Bills and what I've been seeing is a lot of times you hear establish the run so you could throw. I think a lot of what the Bills do is they use the pass to set up a run to get teams on their heels and not expecting it. But when you do, I do see your point because you look at the size of the holes the O line was bringing up. They looked big when I was watching the game live. And when I watched the replays, like you could drive a snowplow
Yeah,
through some of those holes, and also how explosive James Cook has looked. I mean, he looks like he's shot out of a cannon
yeah.
running the football, and Singletary does just fine.
Yeah, I
Um,
think the
it's
Bills, I think they somewhat have the mentality of like they can only score fast if they're like going fast and throwing downfield and making big plays and things like that. But when if you really do your homework and you put together a good game plan, like this game right out of the gate, should have been like, hey, this is going to be a run heavy game. I think the Bears were
mhm.
actually like in the middle to top of pass defense, but absolutely horrendous against the run. And then the Bills continue to kind of come out passing like. I think they went into halftime, and McDermott was probably like, dude, run the ball. Like, this team cannot stop the run. And you
Yeah.
saw how the adjustments that they made in the second half, just a huge dose of the run game that really allowed for them to get some big plays.
And that is the thing about the Bills when you're not trying to make Josh Allen do everything
Yeah.
is when they're unstoppable. When it's either moving the ball around, spreading it around to receivers, and not maybe making it all Allen and Diggs, which is what you've seen a lot of.
Well,
Some
not
people find
recently.
some people find that alarming, yeah, that he hasn't been
Yeah.
going to Diggs. But
Well, and
if
he's
you watch,
and Diggs's body language is still crying on the field, so they better
yeah,
figure that out pretty soon.
yeah, he wants the ball, but yeah, it's just you even saw Cole Beasley sighting in there for a pass. So it's kind of like, when are you going to let him back in the game? So I
Yeah.
wasn't really